Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's workshop. If everyone can mute their mics if you're not already muted, just so that we can avoid some technical difficulties. My name is Chandler Myers, and I work at the Consulate General of Japan here in Atlanta. We are doing this workshop today with the official resident chef, Minagawa, who is here, and his name is Chef Takayuki M. And we are also doing this in conjunction with the UAB students. We'll have a quick introduction from Iwasa Sensei.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tomoko Iwasa. I'm an instructor of Japanese of Department of Foreign Languages and Literature at University of Alabama at Birmingham. I would like to thank Consul Ayako Yasuda and Ms. Chandler Myers at Consulate General of Japan in Atlanta. I really appreciate you having a wonderful event for UAB students today, and I'm so excited. In this workshop, we are going to learn how to make Sakura Mochi, our Japanese seasonal sweets. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Iwasa Sensei. Thank you to the UAB students that are here. So today's workshop is going to be more of a conversation with Chef, and we do have a pre-recorded video where Chef made anko, red bean paste, and Sakura Mochi. So we'll get to those shortly, but first we are going to kind of talk about why we chose to do Sakura Mochi. And really it's just because it's spring in Georgia, and Sakura Mochi is something in Japan that you enjoy during Hanami, cherry blossom viewing, and it's kind of a celebration of spring. So first, I think we should go ahead and introduce Chef Takayuki. And we have a quick slideshow of some of his pictures from his time spent in Kyoto, Zimbabwe, and Boston. So I will let Chef introduce himself.
Hi, how are you guys? So thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited. So I'm Takayuki Minagawa. I'm working for Consulate General in Atlanta as a legend chef. I'm really happy today. Thank you.
So I have some images pulled up on my screen. Can you see it? Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. So I'll let Chef explain a little bit.
Yeah, this picture, when I was young, it was 25 years ago, I have started cooking. So it means quarter century. It's too long, I think. And this picture, it was me.
Chef, you muted your mic.
This restaurant is in Kyoto, Japan.
Okay. And next we'll go to the images from your time in Zimbabwe. Can you tell us about this picture?
Yeah, this sweets I made them in Zimbabwe with students from Zimbabwe ingredients. It looks like jacaranda tree, which is very beautiful flower, very purple.
It looks yummy.
Thank you. Oh, it's in my vacation. Yeah. So that time I was in local market. Japanese TV show came to in Zimbabwe.
What is the ingredient, or what is this in the picture?
This was dried fish. It's called carpenter. Mm-hmm. So Zimbabwe, there are no ocean, so only dried food available, not fish.
And this is from when you were judging the amateur chef contest?
Yes.
And it was filmed on Zimbabwe TV?
Yes. And that time, I was demonstration for them how to cook Japanese cuisine. That time I made kakiage.
And then these are some of the students
Yes.
that you had while you were in Zimbabwe.
And this student now she is in Zimbabwe. She is very famous chef for sushi.
Oh wow! How do they get sushi ingredients in Zimbabwe?
In capital, some ingredients I can get, but only salmon.
Oh wow! And your students?
Yes.
How long were you in Zimbabwe?
So I was 3 years in there.
And then after Zimbabwe was your time in Boston.
Yeah.
And in Boston, you were the official resident chef for the Consulate in Boston. What sweet is this?
It's rare cheesecake,
Yeah, it looks so delicious.
cheese butters, chibri,
Very good.
and fatty tuna,
Oh, it's a total.
sea urchin for starter.
And this is from, where is this sea urchin from?
This sea urchin come from Maine State.
Maine. And they're very famous for really good sea urchin.
Shrimps, mini tomatoes.
And lobster, another Greenland staple. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us, Chef. So next we will kind of discuss a little bit about Sakura Mochi. Sorry, can everyone hear me now? So next we will discuss a little bit about the Sakura Mochi that we will be making later. First, we'd just like to, again, let everyone know that there are 2 different types of Sakura Mochi, which is something that I learned. There is chomeiji, which has a distinctive shape, and it's with a flat piece of mochi wrapped around anko, kind of like a crepe shape. And that's what we will be making today. And there's domyoji, which is made from a specific type of flour and glutinous rice, which is then wrapped in a ball shape around the anko filling. So there's 2 different types based on the region of Japan. So now we have a quick video about wagashi, Japanese confectionery. And then we have one more video.
軒下のに芝あれを積んであるところにこの雪が初めて降って、日陰ですからなかなか溶けないところをこれ表現してる。うっすらとこうまだ見えるように下の字がね、そういうふうにつけてるつもりなんですね。
落雁手と羊羹を貼り合わせて小図案で巻いたものです。そういった自然なひび割れが初雪を表していると思います。 梅の花に初雪が積もってる情景をお菓子に表現して作ってみました。
Okay, so that was just a little bit about wagashi, Japanese confectionery. Next, we will just go ahead and show you the video that we pre-recorded with Chef Minagawa-san earlier this week, where he is making anko. Okay, so that was the video that we pre-recorded this week about how to make anko. So now I'd like to ask Chef a few questions about anko. The first question is, how long does it normally take you to make anko?
Maybe 3 hours.
And which type of anko is your favorite?
I like tsubu because it has better flavor than koshian. And koshian is if you make tsubu, then if you want to make koshian, you can mix coriander with
Okay. Can anko be made with any other beans besides red beans?
Yeah, if you want many types of beans, you can make, for example, white beans, green beans, and edamame beans.
Too. So okay. So is it the process is still the same with every other type of bean?
Yeah, almost same. When beans are soft, after that you can add the sugar.
As an American, I feel like I don't normally associate beans with sweets, but I do love Japanese anko. Have you made anko with other beans? You specifically?
Yeah, in Zimbabwe, I made baby beans, but I forgot that.
And do you ever use store-bought, or do you always make anko?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, always. Okay. So now we have a quick video with Sakura Mochi. So I will share that. Okay.
ゆかさんが喋ってるときは、 チャンドラーが見えたんですが、チャンドラーの連れてる系の図面ですね。ハウリング。
地方です。もしも地方というのが買えないときは、片栗粉、もしくはタピオカ粉でも大丈夫です。片栗粉なくてもポテトスターチでも買えます。やっていただけますので、スターチですとタピオカ粉でも大丈夫です。入れていきます。
今のビデオの音がシェアされています。今のビデオがビデオだ。今のビデオの音が。
焼くと色も落ち着くので、こんな感じでピンク色になればいいと思います。これは先ほど混ぜた生地になります。これ焼いていきます。もう何にも難しいことないです。簡単に考えてください。混ぜて、お玉に最弱入れます。楕円をつけるだけ。こんなに破れることもないので、難しいこともないと思います。もう今はもうフライパンの真ん中使ってますけど、いっぱい焼くときは、端っこから焼いていけば8枚ぐらい1回に焼けるので、量が多くても全然大変なことないと思います。今4枚流しましたけども、1枚目がこのように端っこが上がってきてます。で端っこが上がってきたら焼けたら合図ですので、そんなに熱くないので、大丈夫です。これも反対側そんないっぱい焼く必要はないので、焼く前にちょっと軽くこのように押してから取ってあげると粉っぽさが消えますので、焼けたらバルの上についてください。先ほど、こっちの皮焼きましたけど、他にこれ桜の花びらの塩漬け、こちらでもお店によっては売ってるところもあります。ちょっと入手しづらいかもしれません。で、これをお水に戻すと、このような感じ。塩ですね。塩抜きしていただく感じですね。で、これを乗せた場合の皮も入れます。で、皮を切るのに、そしたら、焼いた皮にあんこを包んでください。先ほどのこの平らできますね。大体重さでは25g から 35g ぐらい。多分これで30g ぐらい。食後でしたら、本当、小豆少しにしてもらって、巻いてもらえばお腹にも応えないと思うので、簡単に巻くだけです。こちらのさっきの桜の花びらの粉が入っています。 いい感じで桜の花びらが盛り付けして。日本ですと、この桜の花びら、塩漬けになった分なんですけど、これにこのままくるっと巻いて、さらに乗せる。で、このままもうお出ししてもいいんですけど、さっきのこんな、もし一口で召し上がれないとか、葉っぱが硬くて嫌だとしても、このまま半分にしてしまってください。表の桜の花びらをつけて。これでも十分可愛く仕上がってると思います。
Okay, sorry about any technical difficulties. This video will be shared, both videos will be shared on our YouTube channel so that you can rewatch it and you can hopefully use it as a guide for when you make your own Sakura Mochi or uncle. So now I will ask Chef some questions and we'll have a little bit of a conversation about Sakura Mochi and just his life in general. But if you have any specific questions, if you could just write them into the chat box and we will try to answer them. So my first question for Chef is, which type of Sakura Mochi is your favorite?
I like West region ones, but it's too difficult to get ingredients here to make it. But I really like West ones.
And so obviously when you're in Japan, you enjoy hanami. What is your favorite thing to eat or drink during hanami?
I like yakitori, which is a scared grilled chicken, and fruit sandwich, which is very sweet with cream, of course with beer.
Of course with beer. And so back to Sakura Mochi, do you eat the pickled cherry leaf?
Yeah, I can eat some chili leaves, and if you want, you can remove stem. Like, can you see this part? So just finger remove. It's easy to eat.
And kind of on your chef skills, what is a kitchen tool that you use the most?
I use knives about every day, maybe every moment. And now let me show you this knife. This knife for fish, and this one is case for this knife. You see now size is different, maybe 1 inch shorter than case. If I make shape like every day, it's become shorter, maybe for 2 years.
So that's, you sharpen it every day and it gets smaller. So how long have you had that knife?
Just I started 3 years.
Oh wow, okay.
This one, maybe you never seen this chopsticks with stainless. It's very useful.
What do you use those for?
Decoration.
And so you've been working as a chef for many years now. How did you learn and who taught you?
I told you I started quarter century ago in Kyoto. My boss was my mentor who is in Kyoto, Japan. I learned not only cooking but also my life from him. He was a great role model, but he was very strict on me. But I didn't get punched from him, but he taught me all of my cooking skills. And even now, when I have a question, I can ask him.
Sounds like a good person to know. So you're obviously a chef for your profession, but do you cook on your days off, or what do you like to cook on your days off?
I want to say, of course, but not every week. And sometimes I made broth for ramen from chicken bones.
That must take a long time.
4 hours, 5 hours, maybe 6 hours.
Would you ever consider writing a cookbook?
Maybe later, but I want to do it.
We look forward to reading it. So here in Atlanta, you've been here for a little while now. Do you go out to eat? What restaurants do you like?
I can say 3 restaurants, Sushiyoko in North Cross and Anis Cafe Bistro in Buckhead, and other one, of course, Sweetwater.
So what are 3 ingredients that you cannot live without?
Let me see, maybe rice, soy sauce, and beer.
And is there any food that you will not eat?
I cannot, I can eat, but I don't like, that is shiuchin, papaya, and blue cheese. But I need to taste them when I use them to cook.
So the sea urchins that you showed us earlier from your time at Boston.
Yeah,
Did you eat that?
Yeah, from Maine State, it was very delicious.
Okay, so now we'll take questions. If anyone has any specific questions for Chef about anything that we've, as time in Zimbabwe or Boston, or specifically about Sakura Mochi, we will take questions.
Is it possible to make diet Sakura Mochi?
I mean, you know, in Japan, sweet is sweet. If you on that, but if you reduce sugar, help. Let me see, maybe honey, maple syrup.
You can replace some ingredients.
Yeah.
Instead of sugars.
And today I made Sakura Mochi skin with flour. If you are
Gluten allergy.
yeah, gluten allergy, you can make only rice flour and other ingredients.
So it is possible to make somewhat diet Sakura Mochi.
And guys, this one is from like Zimbabwe flag. And this badge, this sticker, it says, maybe it's difficult to see. Mutare Polytechnic, this school, I was in this school in Zimbabwe.
If I wanted to learn more about Japanese cooking, what would be the first dish you would recommend to start with?
And now we have planned to second time like this today. Next time, maybe yakitori. So you can join again.
What made you want to work in America and Zimbabwe?
So in Zimbabwe, that time I was not resident ambassador chef. In Africa, I was Japanese volunteer. And it's called Japan Overseas Corporate Volunteers. Then I was as a lecturer. Then I was teaching Japanese cooking.
For how many years were you
in Zimbabwe, I was 3 years. In Boston, 2.5 years. Now here, just 1.5 years passed.
Someone is asking if the sakura blossom, sakura is edible.
Okay, let me see. Maybe you can eat, but please boil with hot boiling water.
It has to be a little bit prepared. Don't just eat it off the tree. Yes, and you can buy certain edible ones off of Amazon.
Yeah,
So Chef worked at a restaurant in Kyoto, but in Zimbabwe, he was a culinary instructor for Japanese cuisine. And then in Boston, he worked for the Consulate General official residence, like he does here in Atlanta. So not a restaurant, but official consulate residence.
一番難しいのは何でしたかって今まで作ったの。
You know, even me, I learning every day, even now, everything is different. Everything is very difficult, and every day I'm challenging new dishes. So I can know what is most difficult.
That's a good one. Chef, what is your favorite Southern food?
Okay. Maybe fried chicken, and I like potato salad.
Oh, really? American potato salad?
Yeah, American potato salad from Southern mayonnaise.
秋は初物など季節感が少ないですが、どのようにお料理の中で季節感を出す工夫をしていますか。
It's a difficult question. Yeah, I know it's very difficult to show spring, autumn, summer. Maybe I am using leaves as a garnish. Maple, cherry blossom, and in autumn, colored leaves like yellow, orange.
It's depending on the nature changing.
Yeah. And if I go Asian supermarket, I can see
Seasonal. Do you have a plan to open your own restaurant?
Yes, of course.
This is a good question. What recipes from other cultures, non-Japanese, do you use?
Okay, in Zimbabwe, other lecturers told me how to make, and here my friends taught me how to cook, for example, southern potato salad, yeah, and southern pickles.
So you do mix in other culture foods.
Yeah. And if I use soy sauce, the English become like Japanese.
Preparation for Sakura Mochi similar to Indian dosa.
Indian dosa. I'm sorry, I don't know Indian dosa. Okay, let me check, and we will answer you later.
Yes, if anyone has any questions after this, please feel free to email us the questions, and Chef will be happy to get back to you and answer. And also the recipe will be shared again after this video. But we do hope that you all try to make Sakura Mochi, and maybe if you're feeling adventurous, you'll try to make the anko as well from scratch. And we hope that you share these images with us. And we're trying to start a hashtag Chef Minagawa so that you can share these images with us and that Chef can see how you did.
Yeah, I really want to see your Sakura Mochi like this. You can see this one. I'm waiting for posting you guys on Instagram, SNS.
So again, if you have any questions, if you think of anything later, please just send us an email and we will ask Chef and he will respond to you. But thank you all for joining. And since we're all here at the residence, we're going to enjoy some Sakura Mochi. I'm sorry that we can't share because it's a virtual event, but please maybe use this as motivation to make Sakura Mochi at home. We look forward to seeing your creations.
Japanese say itadakimasu.
is good. I see.
美味しい。Because I made it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all for joining this workshop, and we will be doing a series of workshops with Chef. So as he mentioned earlier, the next one will be sometime in the summer, and we will be doing a yakitori workshop, chicken barbecue summertime workshop. So please join us, and we will be promoting it soon. So thank you again to Chef for your time. And thank you all for joining us.
Thank you so much, yeah.